Now, coming to the Bootstrap, Bootstrap is a JavaScript library which is going to be used for creating a responsive web applications. Bootstrap is a library we need to install or integrate for the HTML file. Okay, so we need to we need to integrate Bootstrap we need to integrate for HTML file. HTML file. If we develop if we develop one application or one page in Bootstrap, it is automatically adjust for all type of resolutions. All type of resolutions. So it is automatically fit for all type of resolutions. What are the different kind of resolutions? Like desktop, one is the tablet mode, and one is the mobile mode. Okay, so desktop, tablet, mobile, any type of device, it is automatically fit. That resolution is automatically fit any type of resolution. So that is actually Bootstrap. So very important and very sensitive Bootstrap is, and highly useful in the real time. For example, this is my desktop, this is my tablet, and this is my mobile. For all these devices, I want to integrate a web page. For all these devices, I want to integrate a web page. This is the web page I'm going to be designing for all the type of devices like this. And this is the tablet, and this is the mobile. This is the desktop, this is the tablet, this is the mobile. For all these resolutions, I need to integrate one web page. I'm going to be developing one web page. That web page need to be fit. That web page need to be fit for the web desktop. That web page need to be fit for the tablet. That web page need to be fit for the mobile also. Then definitely we need to go for the Bootstrap. So we will create a new folder for the 9 p.m. session. I'm going to be preparing a 9 p.m. full stack. Okay, inside the 9 p.m. full stack, I'm going to be creating a new folder 26 by 5, and this is the Bootstrap. Okay, so let me go to how to integrate Bootstrap. How to integrate Bootstrap BS for web page. So there are multiple ways. There are multiple ways to integrate Bootstrap for your web page. The one way is download and use, and another way is CDN links. Okay, so what is the download? So download and use is very simple. Go to website called bootstrap.com, getbootstrap.com, then download folder, and add files in HTML, or add files in folder. This is the first way of using Bootstrap. Second way is CDN links, and these CDN links are actually globally available links with internet connection. With internet connection, we can use. With internet connection, you can use. With internet connection, we can use. So these are the CDN links, globally available links with internet connection we can use. Okay, so but downloads without internet connection also we can work with. Without internet connection also, without internet connection also, we can work with this. Okay, so that is about download and use, and this is about the CDN links. Okay, so I will show CDN links. I'm not going to be downloading. If you want, I will download the files. Okay, how many files we need to use? How many files we need to integrate? This is very, very important. How many files we need to integrate here? So the number of files we need to integrate is very, very important. The number of files are very, very important. The first file is, one second, I'm coming, 1 second. Okay, so how many files we need to integrate? There are multiple files we need to integrate. The first file is bootstrap.css. Bootstrap.css. Second file is jQuery.js. Third file is bootstrap.js. Bootstrap.js. These are the three important files we need to mention in our HTML file. These are the three important files we need to mention in our HTML files. Okay, so I will show how to mention all these files in our HTML file. So let me create a new HTML file now. So let me save the nodes first of all. Desktop and 9 p.m. So our folder is 9 p.m. class. So let me go to the 9 p.m. class, 9 p.m. full stack and 26/5. And this is the nodes today, 26/5. Okay, so now let me create a new file, and this should be something like CDN file. Go to getbootstrap.com, and the latest version is 4.5. Latest version is 4.5. So what is the usage of Bootstrap? I will show you. I will show multiple examples which are going to be available in the website. Suppose with the Bootstrap, you are developing one website, one web page that should be responsive. What is responsive meaning? It can able to fit for multiple resolutions. For example, if I am going to be compress my resolution, automatically it is adjusting. Can you see this? So whenever you are in the desktop model, the nav bar icons are 4 icons. But whenever you are compressing to the mobile model, the nav bar is making down, coming down. The nav bar is coming down. See this? Nav bar is actually changing. At the same time, thumbs are also getting changing. In the tablet model, 2 thumbs are coming. Desktop model, 3 thumbs are coming. Mobile model, 1 thumb is coming. See, you have the thumbs here, right? You have the thumbs here, enterprise, free, pro, and all. So whenever I am making compress for the mobile, all these thumbs are one by one. When I am coming to the tablet model, thumbs are 2. Two thumbs are actually taking in the one row. And when I am going with the desktop model, all thumbs are coming with a 3. So this is actually called a grid system. Bootstrap completely developed on grid system. So I will explain you how grid system will be in further classes in the Bootstrap. Okay, what is the grid system? How this grid system is going to be available? I will tell you very, very clearly. Okay, so what I want to do is I will take one simple example with the Bootstrap. So Bootstrap example. I will take a simple example. First example. Let me go to the W3 schools. I will take one example with the Bootstrap. Let me take a simple example with the Bootstrap. Okay. Okay. Any one of the example you can take. Just getting started Bootstrap. I will take it and take a simple Bootstrap page now. Copy the complete code here from the W3 schools. Okay. So copy it and paste it here. Paste it here. Okay. Let me save it as first.html. So you need to understand one thing. First of all, for Bootstrap application or Bootstrap pages, we need to follow some rules and regulations. Bootstrap pages, rules and regulations. Okay, I will tell you the rules. The first rule is HTML page should be HTML page should be HTML5. HTML5 declaration. HTML page should be HTML5 declaration. What is HTML5 declaration? I'm going to be writing this. These two are very, very important. These two are very, very important. That is mandatory for the HTML page. This is HTML5 declaration, guys. Okay. And what is the second rule now? Second rule is very, very important. Second rule is meta tag. You have to import, you have to give a meta tag, viewport tag. Add a new meta tag. Add a new meta tag for mobile optimization. For mobile optimization. Add a meta tag for mobile optimization. What is the meta tag we need to add? Meta name viewport. Content is equal to device width. Initial scale is equal to 1. This is the meta tag we should mention definitely. First rule is very simple. First rule is HTML5 declaration. Doc type HTML5 syntax we should mention. HTML language equal to English. We need to mention one attribute we need to mention for the HTML tag. That is HTML5 declaration. Second point is very simple point. Add new meta tag for mobile optimization. That meta tag is meta name viewport. Content is equal to width device width. Initial scale is equal to 1. That's all enough. And one more point we should mention. So we need to go with the third point. Third point is very important point. Add a library. Add a library following files. What are the library following files we need to add? So one is bootstrap.css. One more is jQuery.js. One more is bootstrap.js. Okay, so this is the first file. This is the first file, and this is the second file. This is the first file. This is the second file, and this is the third file. See, order don't miss. Order don't miss. Why? Because Bootstrap depends on jQuery. Bootstrap.js depends on jQuery.js. That is the why reason. Okay, let me write a note point here. Bootstrap.js depends on jQuery.js. So that's why we need to add jQuery first. We need to add jQuery.js first. Please remember it. Bootstrap.js depends on jQuery.js. So that's why we need to add jQuery.js first. Later you can add a bootstrap.js. Got my point, everyone? Okay, so okay, Krishna. So that is a way of integrating Bootstrap we need to mention. So that is a way of Bootstrap we need to mention. Okay, so later after adding this, the next step is very important step. Inside the body, we need to give one root level tag. Fourth step is inside body, we need to give one root level tag. One root level tag called container tag or container fluid. Container or container fluid. Container or container fluid. Container or container fluid. This is what actually important. Inside the body, we need to give one root level tag called container or container fluid. Then inside HTML, we need to mention all BS related classes. Inside HTML, we need to mention all BS related classes. So this is what actually a Bootstrap procedure is. And coming here, so Jumbotron is available. Jumbotron and container tag is all the things are available. So I don't want to take all this row and columns. I will delete all these things. I will delete all these things. Okay, let me take a Jumbotron container inside the container here. Jumbotron is the class. Jumbotron is the class, Bootstrap class, and library is there. Container is the root level tag, root level class, and the container fluid I'm taking. Okay, let me run it. Open in the default browser, and we will be having a Jumbotron here. If you don't want Jumbotron, you can delete Jumbotron. Just you can write Bootstrap first page created. Bootstrap first page created. Bootstrap first page created. So that's it. Bootstrap first page created. So that is what actually a Bootstrap is. You can able to create a Bootstrap page like this.